Sir George Bernard Shaw replied to this press person who asked this question, I would be the person that always God wanted me to be, but I was never that person. Lent is a time of change, a time of repentance, a time of new things, a time of having something beautiful in life. And all the readings today that we have on this Sunday of the Lenten season talk about getting closer to God, getting into the plan of God. Very much we see in the first reading from the book of Exodus, from the very life of great personality in the Old Testament, from the life of Moses. Once there was a question asked to Saint Sir Bernard Shaw, a great English playwright. The question was this. Somebody asked him, if he had one more chance to live on this earth, what kind of person that you would like to be? And after a pause of silence, Sir George Bernard Shaw replied to this press person who asked this question, I would be the person that always God wanted me to be, but I was never that person. This could be the answer that most of us would have in our life. Mostly, we are not the person that we are supposed to be, but we are something else. What is that pulling us down? What is that making us different? Is it our limitations, our sinfulness, our difficulties to go forward in life? The life of Moses, there is something beautiful happens in the episode of the first reading today from the book of Exodus. Moses is encountering that burning bush. Actually, the bush was burning? Not really. The bush was so much burning and it was so radiant, so luminous. It was not just finishing with that burning in itself. It was becoming something new, something beautiful and something radiant. And Moses was called for the same reason. Moses was invited by God to be something different, to change the life of the people of Israel. And his life became radiant, luminous, and beautiful. And God tells him that where you stand is something sacred. Remove your sandals. What is the meaning of remove your sandals, remove your chappals, remove your shoes? Because it is that something that taking us wherever we want to go. When God tells Moses to remove the sandals, God telling Moses very clearly that it is not you who in charge, but it is I am in charge of you. I am controlling you. The life of Moses changes from that encounter experience with God. He becomes something new, something radiant, something beautiful. When Moses understands that God is in control, that he is just an instrument to save the people of Israel from this great sin of slavery. He becomes something beautiful, something radiant. And it is that path of transition, transformation, in setting into God's time, God's plan, is making the life of Moses more deep, more down and more humble. My dear brothers and sisters, this Lenten season is where we give the reins of our lives to God. Where we just tell God that, God, you are in control, not us, not me. And lead me where you want me to go. The beautiful examples that we have in the lives of the saints. And the beautiful saying that the entire Catholic Church is celebrating on the 19th of March, Saint Joseph, realizing through dreams and through visions that God wanted him for a different purpose. Giving the reins of control back to God, Joseph becomes something great, the father figure of the universal church. As Moses is becoming all that he could be, as Saint Joseph, the father of Jesus, is becoming all that he could be upon the invitation, upon the transition and the transformation that happens in his life, played by God. It is you that can be that person. Be all that you could be, because you have that immense possibilities, immense radiance and great luminosity that God wants to play in your life. My dear brothers and sisters, this beautiful day, this Sunday that we pass in the season of Lent, may become a chance for you to give that control back to God. Just know who God is actually in our life, and just know that what we could be if God is with us. God bless you.